You are now tuned in to The Money Zone with your host, Folasade, the accountant for entrepreneurs. The time is now, your future waits, your money matters, make no mistake, it's not too late to dominate, so don't delay, get your money straight. The money zone, together we'll achieve your goals, we're building wealth, you're not alone, so don't delay, get your money straight.
Hey guys, look, welcome back. Okay. So guys, I'm your host, Folasade, the accountability accountant, guys. If you're not following me on all things social media, please follow me, Folasade, the accountant. Guys, I missed you last week. So I was driving to the studio and thinking I had it all mapped out. Like I was driving, think about a master plan. I was like, this dump. I shot the email. Trump was like, oh, no, the studio's closed today. So guys, I missed you guys last week. I don't know about you, but I did. So we have like a whole week to like catch up, but then we have like an amazing topic that I came up with about 2 weeks ago. No, I'm just over exaggerating. Last week for you guys that we're going to talk about. So first of all, we're going to talk about what's the deal with Black folks in entrepreneurship. Are we making money? Are we becoming successful? Are we drowning ourselves? What's the deal? What does the stats say? What does the data say about entrepreneurship and Black folks? 1. 2, is entrepreneurship a fad? You know how they say trends come and go? Like we've had everything from the Jamba Juice fad to now we're doing the K-Swiss and the Adidas fad again. You know what I mean? So like, is entrepreneurship a fad, or is this here for the long haul? Like we're always going to have businesses, but the influx of entrepreneurs and small businesses is just insane right now. So that's basically what we're going to talk about on The Money Zone on RIP Radio Network, guys. So don't forget, give me a call, 301-232-5700, guys, because look, we need to have this discussion because it might be your nephew, your uncle, or your wife that's supposedly building this business, and we need to see what does the data say. What are the commonalities between entrepreneurship and Black folks right now? Are we successful or are we drowning? So guys, I'm gonna take a quick break and then we'll be right back. Hey guys, look, I'm excited. Like I said in my intro, I missed you guys last week. So last week I had planned for us to talk about what's the deal with Black folks and entrepreneurship. So that's what we're going to talk about this week. Because to be honest with you, today is, well, no, not today. Today could be my first with you guys. But tomorrow will be the second month of the second quarter for 2019. So it's kind of like an historic day. It's like no other month like that work and coincide with those dates. So tomorrow is very important. So I talked about earlier today about goal setting and all of that stuff. So that goes right into what we're talking about tonight is how are Black folks dealing with entrepreneurship? Are we successful? Are we drowning? What's the deal? So guys, remember, this is just honestly my opinion. The view is better. This is just honestly my opinion, and my opinion is that we're doing a little of both. You have some people that's outright grinding hard and, you know, achieving success, and then you have some people that's out there just playing games, winging things, and not really understanding the ramifications being behind their procrastination or their bullshit, right? Let's be honest, right? But let's see what the data say. The weird part about it all, is that they say in 2018, entrepreneurship increased within the minority or African American community, by 45%. Say the survey found that in 2018, 45% of small business owners were minority ethnic groups. This was already a dramatic increase from 2015, when the amount of minority business owners was just 15%. So they're saying 45% of every business out there is like minority. Remember, but we're not minority anymore. So that's the funny part about it. But this is the thing. It was so much data about how rapidly African Americans are starting businesses. It was so much data about, Black women are the wave of entrepreneurship, and it was just so much of that fluff data. Where is the data that says the success rates of these businesses? And remember, guys, I don't know if you've been following me at all. If you're not, follow me on all things social media, Folasade the accountant. But I had said this, the statistics that we're looking at, guys, doesn't really reflect the day-to-day business person. So the day-to-day business person is an LLC with no employees. And the majority of the data that they're reviewing and living by consists of businesses that you aren't. So where is the data that shows that Black people or Black folks or any type of group is successful in building their businesses? But it's not out there. It's not out there. According to the IRS, LLCs and small business owners make an average of $25,000 a year. That's broke. That's poor. So where is the stats? The stats is in your actions. The stats is in how consistent I'm seeing us post and follow through and build our systems and scale our businesses. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm not hearing none of those keywords from a lot of my brown-skinned counterparts. Let's really be honest. I don't hear anybody say, I'm scaling my business, I'm hiring another key person, or I just reached $1 million in sales. I'm seeing it on Instagram through the few that's social media influencers, but the day-to-day Black folks, the day-to-day Black person, I'm not seeing that. And I'm not even seeing that on their tax returns. Let's really be honest. See, guys, I'm seeing the tax returns, a lot of these small business owners, and I'm not seeing it there. What I am seeing is a trend of African Americans investing their savings, a trend of African Americans sacrificing their livelihood, a trend of African Americans out there sacrificing their sweat, blood, and tears in terms of their financial resources, but when it comes to their actions, it doesn't match. So I was asking myself, because I've been doing research. That's why I haven't sent Trump an update from last week, because there's no research. But did you get my image? Okay. Oh, I should have just flown with it. According to Small Business Trends, guys, though, but they say that 62% of African American small business owners cited that their desire to pursue their passion, or the reason why they started their business was their desire to pursue their passions, or they were ready to be their own boss, or they just decided to take an opportunity that presented to themselves. Let me be really honest with you. That sounds like a bunch of bullshit. Like, let me be honest. So you telling me that the average person started their business because they felt a passion for it? So you telling me you got a passion to sell Spanx and waist trainers and eyelashes and Adidas? I'm not trying to throw shade though, guys. It's so many people that's hopping on the trends. So you're really telling me that your passion is to sell XYZ, but when your back is against the wall, you jump from one business to the next. I'm just saying. So the data is only saying that African Americans we're jumping out there, and they're proud of us. Right? The small business trend said, I am just so excited that there's a major jump in African American businesses since 2015. He's excited, but where's the financial data that's showing the amount of money that we're investing into our businesses and haven't been able to make it out? Where's the financial data that shows that 9 out of 10 African American businesses fail rapidly, actually quicker than 2 years or quicker than 3 years? Is actually within the first year, because guess what? They run out of financial resources. Where is the real data, guys? There is no real data, because they really not looking at us for real. They really not looking at us. Like, they really not saying, oh, black folks are really starting businesses now. Like, we really need to pay attention to them and evaluate their data and all of that stuff. They're not doing that. So a lot of people are quoting this small business trends, but let's be frank, they only surveyed 2,600 respondents. 2,600 is not a large enough sample. So this is where the counting come into place from me. 2,600 people is not enough, not a large enough sample to be able to get this much data out of it. And for you guys to think that starting your business is the way to go without having all of the guidance and without sitting down with me and getting direction, you guys are out there looking at these type of statistics thinking that they're actually right. They're wrong. How can 2,600 people, and they don't even say how many are African American, but they told me how many, because they said 45%. Where's my calculator? I don't have my calculator. Somebody do 2,600 times 45%. That's how many African Americans was surveyed. How are they going to now make decisions about a general ethnic group, about our success, based off what? 1,000 people? Like, yeah, where's my calculator? Where's my other phone? Okay, it's over there. But yeah, 2,600 divided by 45%, 0.45. 2,600 divided by 0.45. What is it?
5,777?
5,000. No, that ain't right. That ain't right. No, that ain't right. Okay, now I need to get my calculator. But no, it's fine. Okay, see, that's 1,170 people out of that 2,600 survey was black folks. How are they going to judge 40 or 80 million people? Like, how many people? I don't even know how many African Americans it is. It's quite a bit of us. How are they going to judge 80 million people out of 1,100? Like, their sample is off. Their sample is way off. So guys, the reason why I wanted to talk to you about this, because what's the deal with entrepreneurship with black folks? Because the numbers from what I'm seeing on the tax returns and my colleagues and research is not what the statistics are showing. The statistics are only giving you guys fluff so you can continue to keep investing your money into your businesses and keep paying people and keep starving your family and depleting your actual retirement account. So that's what I'm seeing. On average, and I kept a track of this, on average, all of my clients that are startups, You guys would not even believe how much money on average, in totality, that they invested in 2018 into their businesses. Do you really want to know? $2.7 million. My clients, startups, that means they're just started their business today. They just started their business last year. They just started the year before. $2.7 million. They pulled their retirement. They pulled their savings. They're using their salary. They took line of credits from their homes. But guess what? The businesses are not profitable. The businesses have no direction. So where does the statistics say that African Americans are good at running businesses? Or this is the direction of entrepreneurship that we're supposed to go into? Because, see, the problem we're having is that we're starting businesses without the right guidance. We're starting business without the appropriate coaching and direction, okay? The first two people you guys are supposed to see when you start your businesses is your accountant and your attorney. But that is not what's happening. So this is why $2.7 million, and this is just between my clients. This is not counting the hundreds of thousands of accountants that's out there that have small business clients that are investing their savings and investing their hard-earned money, but they're not investing their time. They're investing their money. They're not investing their time. They're not investing their discipline so they can build their businesses. Just imagine 100,000 accountants that have clients like mine. So you're talking about easily over $1 billion just from black folks alone vesting into their businesses without any profit. And you talking about we winning right now, we're losing right now because we're starting businesses, as they say, according to Small Business Trends, much more rapidly, 45% of us now, right? But we are not going and getting the appropriate direction and instructions to run our businesses. So guess what's happening? We're running our savings out. We're running our retirement out. We're draining our husbands. We're draining our jobs. And guess what? The last thing that we're doing is draining ourselves. We're draining everything else, but we're not doing the work. Guys, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. But tell me what you think about black folks and entrepreneurship. What do you see? Because I don't see what Small Business Trends seeing. I'm seeing the struggle bus. 301-232-5700. 301-232-5700. Look, guys, I never really take a quick break like that, but I had to come back. I had to take a little break. I had to calm. I had to meditate, guys, because if you've been watching me on Rip Radio Network, the Money Zone on Rip Radio Network, guys, you know I get hype, and I always get hype going into like segment 2. But I said, I'm not going to get hype right now. I'm going to take it down a notch. But no, we're about to get hype. So, guys, look. Out of those 2,600 respondents, you cannot say, oh, that the African American community or this particular community is doing great just because we increased our chance. There is an influx of more people within or that's doing that situation. So you could say, oh, well, there are more alcoholics in the community just because alcohol purchases rose by 15%, not knowing that the richest person in that community just bought up the block because he had a block party, right? So where's the real data, though? Like, where is the real data? And the reason why I want us to have this discussion is because I really need all of my entrepreneurs to understand that this is not for the faint at heart. Like, guys, when you receive those, those foreclosure notices and those repo notices, and when you don't have no money in the bank and you still got to pay your team, only the strong survive. And I've been there, guys. So I'm speaking to you from experience. I remember when I had to go to my sister's house because my electricity had got cut off, but I wasn't tripping. I was upset and stressed or whatever, but to really be honest with you, I already knew that was going to be what happened because I prepared myself for that. I continuously invest into my business to the point where I sacrifice myself. But the difference between you and I is that you have something to be able to fall back on. All I have and had was my business. So for all of you that is coming from these 9-to-5s that you're not really doing your accounting and you're not tracking the monies that you're investing into your business, you don't want to get to the situation where I was, where I don't have any cash to make investments. Remember, we're coming from two different playgrounds. You have a retirement, you have a job. That is your silent partner. That is your investor, okay? I didn't have that. So I had to focus on sales. I had to do everything. And really, my journey is really the entrepreneurship journey. Not to say the part of the struggle, but the part of perseverance, the part of determination, the part of when your face get when people close the door in your face 15, 25 times, what are you going to do? Are you going to pick yourself up and cry? When you get a bad review on Google, are you going to cry? You know what I mean? Are you going to, pitch a bitch? Or are you going to figure out a game plan and say, forget about it, I'm good? How many clients do I serve? I better get a bad review because I serve thousands of clients. Like, it's no way. So, guys, the reason why I want to have this discussion, because I need a lot of you to understand that this is the second quarter, the second month in the second quarter. It's time for you to make decisions about your reality. The reality is, are you ready for this? And if you're not, walk away before you deplete your savings. It's okay. Remember, we're about to talk about entrepreneurship being possibly a fad. It's okay. Everybody not meant to deal with the pressure I deal with every day and the pressure your girlfriend deal with every day. Everybody not meant for that, and that's okay. That may not be you, but don't go into this blindly investing all of your hard-earned savings, ruining your marriage, okay, about to get fired from your job, and you know that this is not what you want. You know you can't handle the pressure. If you know you cannot be 100% responsible for everything that happens in and out of your company and clients banging on your door. Like, I even had clients, like, I made a mistake, guys, on one of my clients' payroll. And I got the money back from his employee, went way above. He shouldn't even sign the check, y'all. He made the mistake, not even me, to be honest. He signed the check. So I go to give my client the $1,000 employee gave me, and guess what that client do? Laid me out and threw that money in my face. So what do you do when you messed up on the payroll, when you really didn't mess up, but you did mess up on the payroll? You got to now call this person, get the money, just go the extra mile, and then the client throw money in your face till you kiss their ass. Do you go and call your husband or your girlfriend and talk about it and move on, or do you cry and crawl under the rock? Entrepreneurship is not for everybody, guys. And for black folks, it's not for a lot of us. Because I have to be honest when I say this, is because, first of all, if you don't want to do your accounting, entrepreneurship is not for you. You don't have to personally do it, but if you don't want to invest into it, then you got a problem. One. If you want to be liked and loved forever with everybody you know, then entrepreneurship is not for you. I can't even remember the last time I've been able to really enjoy my family for like the past 10 years of building my business. All my family, ask my American side of my family. I was always in school, always doing something. I couldn't really attend family events. They understood. Are you ready for this journey? Okay? Are you ready? Guys, I really want to say this because the statistics are saying that we are rapidly stepping into entrepreneurship, but they're not telling us our overall success. And from what I'm seeing from clients' financial statements and clients' bank tax returns and my colleagues' clients, because I ask questions, hey, what's the average income of your client? Hey, what's this? And I have a lot of tax colleagues, okay? It's the same on their end too. You guys are not that successful. And I'm not saying that to be mean or cruel. I'm saying that to let you know your reality, and it's okay. Don't go and deplete your savings trying to join everybody and say this is for you. You might be somebody's second in command. You might be my second in command I'm looking for real. You might be my girlfriend's second in command that she need to manage all her locations or something. You might need somebody. Somebody might need you, but you guys are trying to be the CEO, and it's not for everybody. But the data doesn't say that. The data is encouraging you guys to continuously invest your money into this and put your hopes, knowing you don't have the stomach for it, knowing that you can't be the type of person that throw up. See, this is how vicious entrepreneurship, guys. And I'm going to take a quick break, and then we're going to go to segment 2. This is how vicious entrepreneurship is, guys. And tell me if I'm lying, Trump, because he behind the scenes, guys. You get in the car, you dizzy, you get out the car, you got to throw up. You throw up 4 times, and you got to adjust your clothes, put some mint in your mouth, and go into a meeting. Am I lying? Is that entrepreneurship or not? So if you know you can't throw up, fix your coat in 20 and 15 minutes, have your life in order, and act like nothing happened, entrepreneurship is not for you. Okay? Entrepreneurship is not for you. So don't think that all this, I like all of our greats. You know what I mean? I like them. I love them all. But they from a whole nother trajectory than us. Like, it's certain things that black folks can't get away with that everybody else can. Certain things, certain talks, certain sayings. Like, it's harder. Like, we even judge our own people. Like the list go. Our odds are stacked against us. Like, let's really be honest. But I'm not going to go into that. I'll have that on another topic. But I just want to close out segment 1 just saying, black folks, like, don't get fooled, man, because entrepreneurship is not for the faint at heart. And when I say that, just imagine you giving birth, because this has been my situation, and I don't care what none of you guys say, how much money you have or how much of a break this is the reality. I had both of my kids, and I was working within hours after having my children. I had C-section, cut on my stomach, and my sister and my husband see me on my phone replying and working, okay? Within a day, I had my laptop ready to work. That is entrepreneurship. So guys, if you're not ready for that journey, close doors, save your money, don't even fret it. Your friends are going to forget about it soon enough. But guess what? You still will have a savings. Guys, I'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back. If you guys are watching us on ripradionetwork.com, don't forget they can share the video, right? If you see us on Facebook, share the video as well. If you're watching any on Periscope or anywhere, don't forget to share the video as well, because I know it was a hot topic tonight. I already know. So guys, like I said, Tommy, I didn't forget about you. I just been back-to-back meetings. One of my clients said, did I forget about you? I didn't forget about you, Tommy. So is entrepreneurship a fad? Or is it here to stay? You know, and this is just my opinion, guys. So remember, everybody have their own background. I come from various backgrounds, collegiate background, street background, everything. You know, I'm multifaceted, okay? So when I give my opinion, it's not really personally about me. But is entrepreneurship a fad? To me, I don't think it is. But I think what a fad is, how like the trendy boutiques, well, not really trendy boutiques, but everybody popping up and selling shoes, or everybody popping up selling clothes and makeup and lashes. I think that fad of entrepreneurship is going to disappear, okay? Because so many people like myself, like you, are going to have your brand well established, so you're going to end up taking their market share anyway. So there are a few little clients that they end up having because they're not taking entrepreneurship serious, right? It's not going to be worth even packaging up the product or anymore. So what's going to happen is all of the people that just started their businesses because their good girlfriend did it, or the ones that started the business because they saw XYZ on Instagram do it, or they felt like they looked like such and such so they can do this, or they felt like they were popular in their hood, or whatever the situation may be, right? Those people, right, that may not be you, but it might be, right? Those people, that's a fad. They will disappear. But the ones that are really establishing brand, those fashionistas that eat, sleep, and breathe fashion and love it, and just is adamant that this is who they are. Whoever embodies their full brand and all of themselves are going to be the ones that take over and dominate. So no, entrepreneurship is not a fad. It's going to be here for the long haul, okay? The issue is that all of those people that just hopped on something because it's trendy and popular, right? Like the Fashion Nova models now, everybody's one of those. Like every post I'm seeing, hashtag Fashion Nova model. Like, I don't know. But no hate or nothing, but it's like that's really not like a business though. Like your ambassador. So those type of businesses are going to dwindle away, okay? But the real business owners that's knuckling it up and building their brands and establishing their name and being consistent are going to be the ones that's here for the long haul. But the issue is this: all of us are still going to have to continue moving forward when our backs get against the wall. And so that may not mean that you're going to get a foreclosure notice like me. That may not mean that, you're going to have a lot of money in your bank account to make investments. That may mean by the time you get to $1 million mark, you may need a loan to move forward. Okay? That may means when your back is against the wall, when your payroll exceeds the revenue for this week because sales were slow due to something that were out of your control, what do you do? See, this is the thing. Our small problems today help us become the leaders and the business persons and CEOs that God and our businesses need tomorrow. So the problem that we're having is that a lot of people want to fast track their way to the money, and they want to overlook the mistakes and the track and the lane that they have to stay in so they can learn the lessons to prepare them for tomorrow. See, this is the problem why so many businesses fail, because they try to skip steps. And what happens is you skip the lesson. You cannot skip the lesson. So no, entrepreneurship is not a fad. It's here for the long haul, guys. The issue is this: it's not going to look as pretty as it does though right now. So right now, entrepreneurship is like, hey girl, oh, pose. That's what entrepreneurship look like. But to be really honest with you guys, like when I'm at home working late, doing my late nights, I sleep in my office floor. Like my last all-nighter was last week, the night before tax season. And I don't even think I washed my butt. I know I did take a shower. I don't think I brushed my teeth though, y'all. I ain't brushed my teeth. And I fell asleep on my desk and was so tired I just fell asleep on my carpet floor. That's entrepreneurship, guys. Okay? And there's no way around it. I don't care if Tim Ferriss say you can have a 4-hour work week. He didn't say what he had to do before he ever was able to get his work week down to 4 hours. See, that's the funny part about it, guys. Entrepreneurship is going to be a fad for all of those people that think that you can start out and have a 4-hour work week. Okay? Entrepreneurship is going to be a fad when people think that they can just post on social media one time and get a sale. Like, you not out here with those big brands yet. It's one post at a time and being consistent. So, no, for me personally, from what I see, it's going to be a few people that become extremely successful. And you guys see them now. The issue is it may not be you because you didn't take this journey serious. You thought entrepreneurship was about the t-shirts and the emojis and creating the live streams and the memes. When you're not even understanding that entrepreneurship is fully embodying all of you as a person. There's two things that I learned, guys. Marriage and entrepreneurship. 3 things. Marriage, raising children, and entrepreneurship are the only 3 life lessons that completely strip you of everything you once knew and fully allow God to step in and give you the tools, the strategy, the strength, the perseverance to be able to handle that position. Because I remember one time my newborn, guys, and see, moms, we know this. See, this is how you know we strong moms. This is how we know. I remember when Bren, she was a newborn and she was teething. Well, she was a baby, but she was teething, guys. And she would not let me sit down. And you talk about for about 4 or 5 hours straight, I had to stand up and hold this baby for hours and rock her to sleep. Literally, when I tell you my arms was on fire, she was crying hysterically. I couldn't sleep. I didn't sleep. It was just one of the worst nights of my life. But guess what? That mommy stress, that mommy passion allowed me to say, when I have my overnighters in the business, I'm okay. At least the baby not crying. You know what I mean? So guys, are you strong enough to handle the obstacles and the challenges? Because y'all didn't like the meme. Come on now, let's be honest. Y'all done saw the meme that said entrepreneurship is like this. Right? Y'all done saw that meme. Y'all done like this, share the repost. Girl, right? Sis, right? Right? That's how we all feel. But to be honest with you, are you prepared for that? Mentally, physically, emotionally, and also financially. You're going to have to make mistakes in marketing. You're going to have to make mistakes in investments for you to really learn what works for your business. It's inevitable. But are you strong enough to deal with the rejection, to deal with the no sales, and to deal with low conversions? If you cannot, if society cannot, then entrepreneurship is a fad. But if we can knuckle it up, then we can all be bosses. And then it won't be a fad. It'll be the next wave. This is what they say, the vibes. Are we supposed to like wave? Like, is it a vibe? Like, it'll be the vibes, right? Is that even? I gotta ask my 7-year-old. It's the vibe. It's the vibe. It's the vibe. Right? It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. So, guys, I need to get my hip rate off. So, it will be a vibe once we all realize what it's going to take. And it's going to take for us, to be honest with you, to come together as a community. As a mom, and I'm not a single mom, but as a mom with 2 children or what, right? And building my business, On the weekends, I can't get out like everybody else and go to networking events all the time. Yeah, my aunt and my sister and them come. Yeah, I've had my nannies and all that stuff. But still, as a mom, I'm limited regardless. So it takes that community. It takes your family to say, hey, boo, go to the networking event. I got the kids. No. Go to that retreat, girl. I got the kids. Just make sure they food packed up for the week. Bring Johnny over the house. That is what we need now. Because if we don't get that community aspect of entrepreneurship, then it will be a fad. Because we won't be able to handle it. It'll be too much for one person. Because this journey, God didn't say that the journey to abundance will be easy. But it will change your life. And you need your people and your peers and your community to help you really. So that's another reason why in the African American community, entrepreneurship may be a fad. And this is why I don't believe that we are doing as well as they say we are doing, because the stats doesn't show, but because we don't have the community support. We don't have the community support. What happened to us helping somebody out knowing that when they get money, they're going to make sure we good? I forgot what it says. Take care. You. When one eat, we all eat. What happened to that? Now, because everybody want to eat the same day, the little person that's building the business have to pay XYZ to wash the child for 5 hours. Now she had to figure out how to make double, triple that money because she had to pay for daycare and she had to do this. But if she just had somebody to help her with the daycare, then she can probably have money to buy a bigger stand and a bigger van. And guys, I can keep going on and on and on. So like I said, I think entrepreneurship is both a fad. I think it's in the middle. If we don't band together, it will be a fad. If you guys don't realize what it takes, it will be a fad. If you guys don't come together and support one another and help your colleague and help that good girlfriend that you know got this she's a single mother, she's building her business, she's trying her best. Let's take the hate off the table and put the love on the table and support each other, guys. Because see, that's what it's going to take. Or guess what? It's only going to be just today's trend. But the problem in our community is that our wealth is so low and so limited. Now, see, so people say, oh, well, you guys, we are biggest consumers, so we must have money. But see, this is the thing. We are consumers because by the time we get our checks, it's already consumed. When black folks pay and treat themselves, it's really because they robbing Peter to pay Paul. Okay? So we don't have enough to start off with. So if you guys are not going to come into this journey of entrepreneurship and take it serious, there's no need for you to invest at all. Do not take your family deeper into poverty just to satisfy society's urge to say that this is the new wave. Do not. Do not. Guys, I really want you to understand that as you are building this business, right, as you guys are going on this journey and trying to acquire things, you're going to need mentors and coaches, and you're going to need people to hold you accountable, okay? You are. If you guys don't understand that being an entrepreneur is somewhat lonely. See, everybody else going to tell you something different. I'm going to tell you the truth. It is lonely. Because guess what? Even if my husband have a business back home or whatever the case may be, he understand business or whatever the case may be, I still have to deal with the pains of my systems. I have to deal with the pains of my clients. I still have to deal with the pains of my staff and my vendors and everything else. Nobody. So regardless, you are a loner internally or externally, either or. Because you have to be one as a boss internally, because you have to understand your own wave of thought. You so focused on your train of thought and what your ideas, what creative stuff you coming up with. You're going to be a loner because when people talking to you, your mind is somewhere else. You focused on the bag. But see, you guys don't get when they say it's lonely at the top. You only thinking that they talk about your man friends, your girlfriends. No, I'm talking about the mental state of you. Because you got to be focused. See, this is why the boss can't be the drunk either. Like, you can't be the drunk and you're going to be the leader. You can't. There's a certain responsibility that you guys have signed up for that I don't think that you guys even understand what entrepreneurship means. It is, like I said, one of the only 3 obstacles of life or challenges of life that tells you smack in the face who you are, who you not, and who you will be. Because I know one thing, and I'm going to talk about this in one of my next Instagram stories or something like that. Entrepreneurship slapped my discipline in the face. Like, seriously. Okay? What do it slap you in the face? Is it you're overspending? Is it you're partying on the weekend? Is it because you're tired because you're doing too much, right? Entrepreneurship tell you if you're not spending time with your family. It tells you everything. Entrepreneurship really breaks it all down. It tells you who you are. And so this is the problem, guys. A lot of you are not even going to get to the level of your success because you don't really want to know who you are. So entrepreneurship will be a fad if we don't band together, learn who we are, persevere, stay focused, be consistent, and work and be smart, do your accounting, and so much more, guys. It's the bag of all, how would I say, obstacles. You got marriage problems at one time, children problems, kids problems, clients problems, system problems, money problems, bank problems, this problem. That's entrepreneurship. And you have to smile like it's all good. So are you made for this? If everything that I talked about today, right? Even look, guys, even when I was stressed in 2016, when I was downsizing the office and I had to fire all my clients and start all over. You guys know my story if you've been following me. I got a bald spot in my head. Ask my family. Like I had a cyst in my head, y'all. I got pictures of it. A cyst in my head from the stress, but I'm still here. Are you going to get a cyst in your head that spurts pus, okay? And you had to grow your hair, shave your hair, bald headed. Y'all ain't even know under my wigs I was bald headed when I was doing my lash fringe. I ain't even know, right? You didn't even know. But are you prepared for that and still going to be smiling like I am today? If you can say, Folasade, I'm good, I'm going to handle it, I'm going to knuckle it up, I'm going to duck and dive, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do all of that, then you're ready for it. But if you say, Folasade, that sounds like a little scary, I know I can't handle it because I can't even handle this, then close the doors, baby girl. Don't hurt your family. Don't hurt your future. Guys, I hope today's episode on the Of the Money Zone on RIP Radio Network was kind of like hit home with you. You know, so guys, don't forget, check me out on all things social media, Folasade Accountant, and give me a call, 301-232-5700. I know you guys have burning questions because I get it all the time. Every time you guys see me, Folasade, I wanted to ask you this question, but I was nervous. This is an open forum, guys. I come on here every Tuesday for you, not for me. I hate the drive coming from my home. I come on here for you guys. So if you have questions, guys, don't hesitate to call in 301-232-5700. And don't forget, ask yourself this question tonight and call me next week. Call me next week and let me know. Do you feel you can handle entrepreneurship and why? Guys, I'm Folasade, the accountant, guys. I'll see you guys next week.